We are looking at Circes circle calculator. I like alliterations. Most, or I should say many programming languages have a built-in constant for pi. C++ does not, but Owen said that prior to version 21 or 20, it didn't have one, but now they've added one in. But with C++, to get something to compile at a particular version, you have to add stuff in. Anyway, we'll see how to do that when we get there. So the constant in is, that's the constant. Math.pi. Why is it giving me trouble? Maybe it's because I didn't do the whole line. Anyway, so we're going to do that as a double, and we're going to do it as lowercase equals. Oh, do we have, just a second here, pause. This worked when I did it at home. I forgot to put in a main method in the program.
I don't have a main method and mine's not giving me any errors.
You don't have your public static.
You have to have all that stuff or it won't
I
run.
don't have it at all. I copy pasted the Toto.
No, it won't run though without that.
No, I know it won't run, but I'm not getting any errors.
No.
Well, you'll get an error. You may, I have.
When you run
I'm
it.
gonna run it.
When you run it.
because I don't have a
And
main.
I synchronize
Yeah.
my settings of VS Code, so I probably have other
Oh,
things
you
that
don't
I've
have your
added
end
in.
capitalized either, that might be it.
No.
That would be it, yeah. Is it meant capital? Oh, it is, that's why. Yep, but it's not gonna
And
run.
then double needs to be capitalized to it. No, it doesn't.
No.
No, it's
Why is
okay.
that one in? Oh, maybe.
Well, let's put our program together correctly. I forgot to do that.
One of us broke Java and I'm not sure which one.
Okay, so you do have to put in the public static void, the public class. I forgot to do that in my pseudocode, but it's just pseudocode. So yes, even I get confused. So the class name has to be the same, right? Circle calculator has to be the same. We need our little curly braces wrapping around everything. And we need another curly brace, because they always have to be matching. We need our public static void main. All those things are requirements. Now the only complaint I'm getting is that I haven't used pi in anything yet. I've declared a variable, assigned a value to it, and not done anything with it. Now you can do all your calculations by putting in math.pi, but it's common to take to do this, to take the constant, assign it to a variable, and then use that variable. And yes, we want all of our constants and variables defined at the top of the program. So I have people defining them as you go. Well, you can do that, that's fine, but it's not a best practice or a good convention. So declare all your variables you're going to need up here. Yes, Owen.
You might want to also import your keyboard up here.
Oh, I'm in the wrong part about importing the keyboard. Right, and you're correct. Sorry. Yeah, and actually that's an object. So, and I don't even remember what that is. What's the syntax for importing the keyboard?
Import Java that util scanner first at the top.
Oh, that's right. You have to put in the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is importing the library. Dot util.
I think it's lowercase j for Java.
Yeah, there it is, because now it's filling it out. We don't need star, we need
Scanner.
scanner. Yeah, it's not keyboard.
Capital.
Yeah,
Too many, that's weird to me. Don't capitalize the util, but you capitalize the that's the Java, makes sense.
and this is probably just saying this because it hasn't been used.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get, sometimes you get squigglies. So this is importing what is it, importing a module or a library? It doesn't really say. But we do have to import it ahead of the program. And then we have to also declare the keyboard, which you know how to declare the keyboard. So that's an object. You would declare that, do all your constants, do all your variables, and then start working on your program. So I'm not going to complete the program. I'm just going to go through the little pieces that I think are new, which they are. Okay, so if we're going to, we have pi r squared. So if we're going to do a formula like this, where we have area equals pi r squared, where r is the radius, I'm not gonna put in the input, I'm just gonna hard code it. So a good practice is not to declare your variables here. And you can also in Python, in Java, and you can declare more than one variable at a time. I don't think it's a good thing to do. Oops. There we go. So we have declare area. Do we have to assign a value? No, we're gonna get it from the user. In my case, I'm just going to assign a value because I want it hard coded. I'm not gonna do input. So hard coding means you're just seeing if the darn thing works first with a set of values. We also need radius, right? So we need a double for radius. Oh, no, area is what we're calculating. Okay, yeah. So our radius equals 15, correct? So the diameter, oh, I want the one that has pi in it. So we have pi r squared, where r is the radius, that gives us the area. So now we have the area, we have the radius. So far, so good?
And you wanna say your age now?
Sure, I'm not gonna do the whole keyboard scanner thing. No, I just wanna go through the things that are a little bit different and stress declare your objects and everything up here, then do your stuff and then print it out. So we have we have done it, in Python, you basically can do you can do input, calculate output. Well, here we need declare variables and stuff, get input, calculate output. So if you're declaring your variables all over the place, that's just confusing, I think. And this is an accepted convention for doing this. And then when I'm looking through it, I can figure out what's going on better. Because all the variable declarations are right here. I'm not doing this. I've already hard coded my radius, so I'm not doing this. This is the one I want to look at. So we already have area as a variable, right? So far, so good. So it says it needs to be pi r squared. So we have pi times, we know how to do that, radius. And then in Java, how do we square radius? What's a way to square radius? A couple different ways.
You just do times radius.
Yeah, that'll work. So does it matter what order these things are multiplied in? Oops, semicolon.
No.
Not in this case. It does say pi r squared. So if you're going to be picky, these really should be I never thought of that. I've never actually run the calculation the other way to see if it's different. But where it has r squared, we do need the squared first. So I may know how you do squaring in Java. I was hoping somebody would. There is a way.
It's not 2 stars, right?
I can't remember what it is. So I was hoping somebody else knew, because there is a way to do radius squared, and it might be 2 stars. I don't remember. Let's take a brief pause here and find out. All right, so instead of doing this, we'll do it the Owen way. No, this is using what's built in, math.pow, which is short, and it shows you right here. And then we have, what are we squaring? Radius. Right?
Or in comma, and then the power you want it to.
There.
It's funny though, because even my browser told me just do the number times the number again to square it.
Well, this way, if you want to, radius
want it bigger.
cubed or, something like that, but yeah, either one, it's the same thing, but there's usually a power. It's pretty easy in Python because it's just a little caret sign, isn't it? Yeah, the little thing pointing up in Python. All right, so nothing really new there. Let's look at the round function. It's different. I shouldn't say it's not new. So the round function, let me pull out my rounding example, which rounding things in Java is interesting. Python, when you see things like this, it makes you wish for Python again, or at least a language that was consistently not weird. So pay no attention that I have other things up here. Here's our number, right? We're just going to round this number. We're going to store it in the rounded double. And then we have math.round. Well, in Python, we had round and we had round int. There isn't a round int in Java unless they've added one into the latest version of Java. I haven't looked recently. But this is how it used to work. I mean, this is how it works now that I know of. So what is all this math in here doing? We take the number times 100 and we divide it by 100. What in the world's going on there? Anybody explain that to me? Because we don't have an integer rounding function. So when you multiply something by 100, I'm just going to copy this out. And put it here in a comment so it doesn't kill my code.
Oh, I see it.
Good. So here I am, the regular number, I multiply it by 100. What happens to the decimal point?
It goes up 2 places. Or goes back 2 places.
I guess it depends on
How you look at it.
how you see it. Yeah. So it moves it over. Right? Well, what's it going to happen when I divide this by 100?
It's gonna go back.
Yes, it is going to go back, but what else is going to happen? This is not right. No, that is right. Okay. That's what you end up with. But that isn't right. Okay. As of Java version 4021, this is how you do it. You multiply it by 100, which slides it over. And then you divide it by 100, which slides it back and clips all these guys off. And then you end up with 42.56. But that's rounding off the actual number. Sometimes we don't need to round off the number. We just want to display it so that it doesn't show the number. So the difference is if we display it without the decimal places, the number still has that longer value. If we round it off, it is 42.56, period.
Okay, or if you go through the system out, if you are trying to print the number out, can you also use like a print F and you put like the numbers inside so
Right,
when you
but
run it.
that's not rounding off the value, it's displaying it to 2 decimal points. If I do system printf or whatever I'm using, I can display it like this. It won't show these pieces, but it's
Or if you
still there.
round it, or
If you round it, then this is the new value. The new value would be 42.56.
yeah, by the printf, that's the same thing, right?
It's displaying only 2 decimal places. That would display like this, but the value is still actually this. Sometimes you want to keep the value. The whole value. Sometimes you don't want to keep it. It depends. I can't come up with a good example, but the difference is, in this case, rounded double, when we're done with this, that is the value that's there. If we did a printf or whatever, and we printed it out here, which I can't remember any of the syntax for that, it would only display this part, but the number would still have this in its value. This is part of the computer science piece, understanding what's going on. No? Not making sense, or it is? Okay, I can see I'm gonna have to find it, because I don't remember.
Is Elliot, is there what it's like?